for this event. And for future events, if you ever want to work here the day of the event, feel free. The cafe is yours. So welcome everyone. And ladies.
All right, thank you, everybody. So my name is Nicki Mahouse. I am the interim CEO of Tech Hub South Florida. Wanted to say thank you for all of you showing up tonight. I think this is our second event in Miami. We are very happy to be in the CIC space, and of course, thank you, Maria, for that. We are very blessed to be here. So I'm going to do a really brief overview of our organization and just a little bit about what we do for anybody that's not familiar, and then we, of course, will get into the formal presentation. So, can we go to the next screen? Oh, there we go. All right. So for our presentation tonight, we've got Gio from Streann Media. He's going to be doing our presentation. So, Gio, going to give him a little bit of time in a minute there. And again, want to say thank you to Magic City Cup, Carrie Stamping Company, who are our sponsors. Also CIC, and of course, Besasor in the back there. Thank you very much as well. And next screen. And again, thank you to the sponsor. We're going to hear them. I believe they should be on Zoom, so we're going to hear them speak in just a moment. You can go to the next screen, Ronnie. Again, Besasur, thank you again. And our mission statement. So building South Florida's tech hub. So that's ultimately our final goal, right? So I want to talk a little bit about how we do that. So if you go to the next screen. So our community creed. Tech Hub South Florida is wholeheartedly committed to building a welcoming, collaborative, and inclusive community for all. We put inclusivity first, engage with others, are considerate to all, and don't sell to people. So in short, we want to make sure that anybody in our tech community feels welcome to the table. And with that said, if anybody has any ideas, they want anything that they haven't seen in the community, there's gaps we need to fill, that's what our organization is for. So please feel free to let me know, because a lot of the things that we come up with are not because I'm so smart, and because they come up from somebody else and somebody else's idea. Next screen. All right, so I am not going to read this whole thing, but basically, Tech Hub South Florida, we are a nonprofit organization. We are corporate member driven. So meaning that it's from the companies, right? That's where we get most of our funding. So if it's from a startup company all the way to larger enterprise, we've got everybody in between. We are currently at maybe about 215 corporate members from Miami-Dade to Martin County. Our focus is Miami-Dade to Palm Beach County. And again, our purpose is fostering a community of technology, innovation, and creativity within the region. Next screen, Ronnie. And of course, these are not all, because as I said, we've got over 200 corporate members, but these are a few of them, some major companies, Office Depot, FPL, Florida Crystals, Carrier, and actually we just got a new one that anybody from Miami might be familiar with, is Ryder. And I also want to give a shout out to Boca Code up there, because they're actually creating the app for the Magic City Cup. Next screen, Marty. Again, I'm not going to go into details with this, but if anybody is interested in corporate membership, some of the different benefits are getting a member profile on our website, getting access to member spotlights, guest blogs, PR support, speaking opportunities such as this tonight. But if anybody's interested, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to answer questions and help you. Next screen. And a little bit about our events. So we alternate, like tonight, we do our tech talks on Monday nights. We do move them around the region. So we have West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale. We do it in downtown, and then also at this location. And our tech talks, like the topic sounds, is typically more technical. And then some of our other events, such as our community coffees, we actually alternate these each and every other Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Those can be anything around technology, business, innovation. We actually have tomorrow innovation in aerospace. So we have people from NASA, from the NSU, their Space South program, and the U.S. Space Force as well. And then our podcasts are the alternating Tuesdays in between our community coffees. Those we highlight and interview local business leaders, startup leaders, anybody in the funding space, of course, technology as well. And last but not least is our lunch and learns. We hold these on Fridays from noon to 1. They are typically introductory level. So if anybody's interested in learning JavaScript or Python or whatever it may be, we want to make sure the community is introduced to different languages, technologies, or different best practices. And next screen. Okay, this is a good one. So anybody that's looking for a job, because we do get this question a lot. So on our website, we have a little button that says talent at the very top. If you look under that tab, there's one that's a job board, and you can actually go through and look for different jobs. You can apply directly there. We do not play middleman, so once you apply, it goes directly to the company. If for some reason you're looking through the jobs and you don't find the best job for you yet, and you just want to get your resume out, the resume distributor, if you just create a little profile, upload your resume, and you hit submit, it actually goes to all of our member companies at once. So that's a good way to get your resume into everybody's hands in a really quick way. And next screen. And last but not least, so our Slack channel is a really active Slack channel. I think we've got about 4,600 people on there right now. You can go to techhubsouthflorida.org/Slack. Or if you want to actually text us, you just text us your email and we'll add you onto our e-newsletter that goes out every Monday afternoon. And that is 561-250-7206. And I think, Ronnie, next screen, I think that's, yep, the last of my talking here. So I'm going to give it over to Carrie Stamp Company, and I think we have them on Zoom, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just heard a yes.
Hey, Nicki, it's Ryan Swenson from Carrie Stamp Company. But I want to first say it's been great partnering with Tech Hub South Florida and just watching you guys grow and continue to grow. It's really exciting and delight to have this partnership with you. But anyways, again, Ryan Swenson, I'm a financial analyst with Carrie Stamp Company, and we're a local boutique firm up in DeQuesta, Florida, which is the north part of Palm Beach County. And we work with individuals, businesses, business owners, actually more specifically tech business owners. About 50% of our clients are actually business, but also we work with a lot of multi-generational families. About 45% of our clients we are working with the second generation or later. So it's really neat. It's important. What are their goals? It could be anything from income and retirement, college savings funds, tax saving strategies, estate planning, financial plan, and partner with them for the rest of their life and make sure they're staying on track. So is it for you? Maybe. But the biggest thing is that you've got to know your resources, and we are here to help in any way through Tech Hub South Florida or just in any capacity. So just make sure you do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are here for you. So back to you, Nicki.
Thank you so much, Ryan. And thank you to your Stamping Company as well, because they actually sponsor all of our Tech Talks. So whether they're in West Palm, Boca, Fort Lauderdale, or here, they are the ones that help us supply the food packages for you all. So thank you guys again. And I would like to hand over to, I think we have Gio next. He's of course our main man of the night. And Gio, please let us know, do you need the microphone?
All right. Thank you, Nicki. Everybody, let's see if everything works. So hopefully everybody had a good ride over here. The future, and just check if everything works. Yeah, see that magic? So the future of sports tech. So we'll talk a little bit at a high level about the future of sports tech and how it relates to street media. So you'll also learn a little bit about street media. We're a local startup in Miami. We started the company in 2014, bootstrapped. And then in 2016, we received the first funding from a South Florida VC. And then we followed on with additional funding from local VCs. We are a multi-billion-dollar company right now, and we keep on growing. So it's a great, great Florida story. So the future of sports tech, everybody can relate to this. It feels good, no? You look at the stadium, you go to the stadium packed. But this was a few years ago. If you go back to this picture, how does it make you feel? Right? Completely empty. And one of the Yes. Barcelona. One of the toughest things, I think, for any industry was the fact that nobody could obviously attend any of these games. And sports had to innovate. Even at home, you couldn't have any friends over. You went from watching together with friends, not anymore. You had to watch sports by yourself on a streaming device. So now you have a completely huge change that is happening in the industry. And let's face it, FIFA, all these organizations don't like change, but they had to, right? They all had to make this change, that shift toward new technology. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Interesting too, sports had no choice but to innovate. They lost more than 2.2 billion just in the US. And with sports events, there's also the fund spending on promo sports, the tourism industry. Look what's happening in Japan, right? They didn't want to do the Olympics also because there's nobody at the stadiums. And how does that make the athlete feel? But also look in terms of economics. How much money are they losing because there's not enough people at the stadium? So when you think about innovation and what's happening in the sports industry, tell me a little bit about me. My family was always involved in sports. And if anybody can answer this question correctly, I will give away our book, all right? So the first one is, you're never gonna guess, but that is my father was involved with the Napoli soccer team, vice president. Who's the guy in the middle? Raise your hand, Lucio. All right, you're the winner of our book. I'll sign it afterwards. So my dad was responsible, was the influencer of family product, right? So interesting, sports is a business, right? It's not just, you don't just play it. And who's the guy on the right? That's another book. That's you. That's you. I also played up in Boston, and I played. So practice what you preach. So the company Streann gets involved in sports also because we've been there. We know what it looks like from a business point of view, but also from a fun point of view. So a little bit more about me, and I think it's always interesting. The speaker speaks, where do they come from? I worked at Zoom Telephonics in 1986, #2 modem manufacturer in the world out of Boston. Went to Brookdale Technology, inventor of fax email. And it's just to give you some credibility in the stuff that we say in the presentation, right? Then I went to Dialogic. Does anybody like when you call a bank and they say, press #1 if you want to hear your account, press #2, press #3, it's all voice recognition, these guys invented it. And then I went to LiveView, and we'll talk a little bit about LiveView. Anybody knows what LiveView does? No, interesting. Oh, you do? It's amazing, great. They just got bought today for $400 million. Just amazing. So I left LiveView to start Streann Media. Next generation technologies, always involved in entrepreneurs, always involved in technologies. So just for you guys to know, we have the Streann News. Follow us on, that's a plug-in though, right? Follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. We create 168 video capsules about streaming news and everything that is happening in the industry. So it's pretty cool stuff that we create, all done with local talent, all created, edited here in South Florida, and we're pretty proud of this. So that's what it looks like. If you're familiar with Chatter TV, very similar type of content. So this is the idea. I have the backpack. That's my partner, Antonio. We're at Univision. Something crazy happened in the industry back in 2011. Everything was going via satellite. Content distribution was via satellite. And the cost of content distribution was very, very high. Until this guy showed up. This very company shows up and invents a backpack. Inside the backpack, you have 6 or 8 cellular SIMs. The content now is not traveling anymore via satellite, it's traveling with cellular bonding technologies. And that does two things. Number one, gives you mobility. To set up a satellite truck, it takes 45 minutes. You also need a backup satellite truck, with two. You need 50 people. That operation could cost you easy $150,000 a day. Anybody can answer this question. How long is a breaking news? How long is a breaking news? Oh, yes.
30-second, that's 5.
Thank you. Thank you. Breaking news, just that news. Hey, we're right here outside, and this is what's happening. Somebody got shot in Miami Beach. That happens a lot. That breaking news, 30 seconds, maximum 1 minute, and it costs you $150,000 a day. Until these guys show up and they change the game, right? So mobility and the price of content creation starts going down. And that's when you start seeing Netflix and all these other streaming platforms being born. And this is happening also in sports. So this is a huge game changer in the industry. And so from live view, we started saying, okay, so the content providers, really anybody's a content provider nowadays. After COVID, anybody is a content provider. But let's talk about sports. Content creators in sports have 3 major problems. Distribution of content. How do I take my content in a very inexpensive way and send it across and create content apps, maybe? And then once I've done that, how do I engage? How do I keep the user on the platform? And then the third one, which seems like nobody can figure out, is monetization. How do you monetize that content? So these are the 3 major problems that sports content providers and really any content creator has. So that's why we created Streann to solve these 3 major problems. One, SaaS platform, where you can distribute your content, engage with the users, and monetize. So we'll talk about different pieces of engagement. So the future of sports is not on the TV anymore. It's on streaming apps. It's on iOS, it's on mobile, iOS, Android, Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV. We start to get demand on, I want my content sports on PlayStation, Xbox. So content creators now need to create content apps, that's what we do, on all these devices. And that's, you heard the lagging before in the Zoom call, that is also part of the issue, right? Quality of video experience is not always going to be as good as if you don't choose the right partner with the right technology. So there's a lot going on in distribution. Distribution has to be perfect, right? And then we even have customers saying, you know what, I want only the audio piece out of it. Because I want the applications on CarPlay, right? Because people are spending time in the car, and it's not only about Spotify, now you can also have CarPlay. So very interesting distribution. Think of all these content apps going there. Engagement, right? Polls, answering polls, chatting. So during COVID, we saw a huge spike in people wanting to watch together with others. Why? Because you were alone. We saw the picture, right? You were alone watching content, and now all these new engagement features come out, but the sports industry is not there yet. It's getting there. They're starting to ask that. And the interesting thing out of this unfortunate situation, there is innovation, right? Out of the COVID, we're starting finally to get sports to say, hey, we're going to have to innovate because we don't know if it's going to come back. If something's going to come back, we have to be ready. So again, I'll show you some example, which also touch augmented reality and virtual reality. And then monetization. How do I make money in a different way? So just to give more credibility, it's still full of, okay, so here's some of our customers, right? So we work with FIFA, Eurovision, Champions League. We just made a Euro Cup for some of our customers and so on. So I think it's interesting to see that. The big thing is 3 billion smartphones on the planet. So why should sports go direct to consumer? Why? Because there's 3 billion smartphones. Everybody has a phone. That's why every sport team at some point is going to go direct to consumer. I don't need to be on Comcast anymore. You know why? There's no data. I don't get any data. I'll give you an example. Netflix is not a content company only. It's a data company. Tesla is not a car company. It's a data company. The moment you distribute your content direct to consumer, you become a data company. And it's all about data, understanding the user behavior so that you can create more content that they need and they like. So this is what we do. We basically take the content and distribute it, and I'll show you some other cool stuff. But the reason is very simple. If you can get one thing out of this presentation, the 3 biggest smartphones in the world, that's why you need a mobile strategy, right? That's why you always need a mobile strategy. This is also growing like crazy. Like crazy, second screens, experiences. But not on TV, on smart TVs. Who here owns a Roku TV? Now look at this. A Roku operating system TV. That's insane. 5 years ago, it didn't exist. All right? So what's happening with sports is sports is starting to say, wait, there's a shift now to connected TVs. How do I get my content there? And then how do I create a second screen experience from my cell phone, communicate directly to the TV? And this is going to happen. Why? Because it's not anymore traditional. Everything is going digital. So 19 billion ad spends increased. So there's new forms of monetization for the sports industry that is not linear anymore. It's now going directly to connected TV. So there's a shift of advertising dollars away from traditional and now to connected TV. That's pretty amazing. Interactivity, right? The player needs to be interactive. How many of you play video games on your phone? You want interactivity. You're not gonna just hold this device and play and rewind. You want more interactivity. So you need to have that more interactivity. We'll see in technologies that there's going to be more interactivity in different types of technologies. Chatting, we talked about it. The future of sport wants together chat on mobile, chat on web, chatting private, and then do what's happening right now, betting as well. That is absolutely wrong. There's still legality issues around betting that needs to be figured out. But who's one of the biggest driver of betting in sports is esports. And the coolest thing about esports, you know what it is? They're born in streaming. Everybody get it. So we're gonna see a huge ramp up of esports teams going direct to consumer content, and they're probably gonna go faster than any other traditional sports team. They don't merge. The future of sports is user-generated content. How many of you use TikTok? Oh my gosh, you guys don't use TikTok? What are you doing? Watch it, you're gonna use it, you're gonna be on it. Anyway, it's all about user-generated content, right? The end user is not watching anymore. He's participating, right? You see kids watching, but then after an hour of watching, they start to create their own content. So brands and sports need to create that type of relationship with the end user, which is user-generated content, right? So you need to have that as part of the strategy. Gamification, right? It's not just about watching content. You're gonna gamify the experience as well. Cash money rewards, that is also growing. Multiplayer leaderboards, again, real-time betting. It's a common theme. The future of sports, relatable new ad formats. How many of you like skip ads? Yeah, you like skip ads from YouTube? You enjoy it? And it's the pre-roll. The number one reason why people leave a video is because of skip ads, right? It's because of the pre-roll, the advertisement that shows up before, and now what YouTube is doing, they're putting too. On connected TV, whoever has Roku, you gotta eat 2 or 3 ads before you start watching your content. So new technologies and advertisements are going to show up as well. And those technologies are going to change the game. How you're still watching advertising. Let's look at this example. You're watching the content that is live on demand, and the advertisement is not interrupting your user experience. It's coming next to it. So new forms of advertisement are going to be born because of this revolution that is happening in sports. And that's good. That's good for who? That's good for the consumer, right? So that's pretty cool. So that's another thing. Virtual reality. How many of you have a virtual reality headset? All right. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. That's also going to increase. It's going to grow. Live stream technologies. Who records sports games for their kids? Yeah. So I didn't know you had kids, huh? So you don't have any kids. You have to. But anyway, so what's interesting, what's happening now is that you're not only recording games, you're live streaming the games, right, from your device. So that is also going to continue to grow. This is pretty cool because this is actually something that we presented to Barcelona, right? Barcelona is trying to innovate and get the parents involved. How do I do that? Well, let's live stream the practice and games so that the parents or everybody at home can watch it. So live streaming also becomes really interesting for sports. Augmented reality, that it's here to stay. It's only going to continue to grow. So that's another fantastic technology. It's a full stadium, but let's see if it's going to continue. But augmented reality is going to continue to grow with different forms, with different ideas for information, ticketing, and so on. Even multi-camera views with drones, right? How many of you own a drone with a camera? Okay, he owns a drone, he has that kids, you own a drone with a camera? Yeah, that's amazing, huh? So the technology for the drone technology has also improved a lot. And now you start to get new type of content that is being created thanks to innovation in technologies and sports. And then one that we absolutely love and we're banking on it is remote production and multi-use, right? So we're actually creating this product and it's going to go live in the next couple of weeks. It's an app that you download and it looks like that. That's the app in the middle. And then you can connect it to different mobile devices. So you can put in different places around the pitch. And then now you have multi-camera viewpoints that you can live stream directly to social media. So to do this, 10 years ago, it will cost you millions of dollars. So we go back why we started the company is the price of distributing content, now the price of creating content and distributing and creating engagement has gone down. So you're going to see new forms of TV channels that are born in digital that are going to create more engagement than the traditional Fox and so on. So why? Again, why? The cost has gone down. And the technology has just picked up. And it's mobile. All these factors play a huge game into the growth of technology in sports. And we said the future of sports is data analytics, real-time data and stored data. So as more digital you are, as more mobile, you gather more data you have, more and better decisions you can make about content creation and content targeting as well. I was talking to somebody here that said, hey, I want to create a platform, but how do I find the right people? Digital is amazing about customer acquisition. You can target exactly who you like. I want just 35 to 40-year-old people that like soccer. Boom, you can just target that. So analytics is huge into this game. And hopefully, we're about to finish. But these are all the different things that we talked about. These are all the new trends in sports, user-generated content, multi-camera viewpoints, live streaming, direct-to-consumer, augmented reality, remote production, remote switching, remote editing in the cloud, which is insane. That's what we're doing right now for some companies like Eurovision, where a press release that is coming out in the next couple of weeks. Editing in the cloud is just amazing. Somebody can be at home, edit the piece, add graphics, text, send it in milliseconds. This was not possible 5 years ago. Virtual reality, wearables, gaming, gamifying experience, social media distribution, text, graphics, overlay, interactivity, esports, commentary. So we're working with Full Sail University, and now they're starting classes for esports commentary. That's amazing. They have a degree for esports commentary. They're on the mobile and data. So if you learn something, hopefully it's that. It's not just that 3 billion people have mobile phones, but these are the new trends that are happening in sports right now. And with that, thank you very much. I'll take some questions. And hopefully you enjoy it. I have a question for another book. The future of sports tech is DPM. What does DPM stand for?
Data something again?
No? Centralized, no? No. Distribution? Engagement? Monetization. That's right, the 3 things. Thank you very much. Okay, questions?
Yes, thank you for the presentation. So you talked about data collection, Tesla, and data analytics. What about data protection? Having said that, what do you see are some of the other challenges for knowledge and spirit further ahead without having roadblocks?
Yeah.
Right?
Really quickly, just with people on Zoom, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, so data collection is so the question is data collection is very important, but at the same time it creates challenges, right? And how do you protect on those challenges the new ones that will come from data collections? And it's challenging, right? It's challenging also because we've seen we built content apps for Apple, Google, and they all have different types of structures and policies. They're bigger companies than we are, so they follow all the requirements. It's very tricky when you start going global, because now global, in Europe, there's different types of data collection that they even are in the US. Apple has different ones than Google. You just gotta follow and make sure that the consumer is protected all the time. And you have to be that type of ethical company. If you're not, it's game over whenever they want, right? So I think that's the best way to protect your business. Questions?
Oh, I'm gonna add something. Actually, data is not that important. The process data information is important. Like data points, like your date of birth, is just the data, but processing and knowing that you use as like your password is actually killing point. Like you have like iron, you actually process it, make it still and not hot is important. That is, I think, they are not business. I think it's out of their domain. The cloud providers needs to handle it and everything, and also it's a shared policy. You shouldn't give that information to companies, give the term of services and etc. And it's a biggest problem than this thing. I have a question about the QB. What do you think about QB? You keep saying like, oh, why? Yeah, you know what happened to them.
Yeah,
You focus on mobile and everything, everyone's gonna watch it and at different angles. And by the way, there's different angle things. Actually, there's a startup in New York City. They do it. Like they follow the sports person, like I think like 5 different cameras when they get the ball, and then you can actually read it all the way. And then augmented reality again, they do it on CNN. We see like visible lines and everything enrich the game. So, but I'm asking about the QB thing. What do you think about the QB?
I love it. It's like be less like QB and more like TikTok.
What do you mean? I was like, they try
No,
it's
okay.
it's try.
The biggest cost that QB had was the production. They spent so much money on producing amazing quality content that nobody wanted to watch. People wanted to watch user-generated content. It's all about TikTok wins because it's letting the end user participate. Kids are watching other kids doing stupid things. And guess what? We're starting to do silly things too. So it's the business model. And there's other flaws with Quibi. When they came out, there was no screen share, so they couldn't do anything. Yes, they locked you in one type of mode. But I
You
think
can
it's,
actually, you can sit there and watch it. I actually
Yeah, yeah.
subscribed to QB that first time, watch a different.
I saw it too, and it's amazing, but the production cost is killed them. Compared to the production cost of TikTok, it's end users making content. So my speech always, I always tell every content writers, and I go in front of Disney, NBC, all of them, be more than TikTok and less than QB. And that's for a traditional broadcaster. They say they start to cry. They're like, oh, please, we're done. We have expensive camera equipment. Are you telling me I'm gonna make movies with an iPhone? Yes, you can. That's the answer. Yes, you can. That's a huge
It's
revolution.
not the technology adaptation, but you could try this 360 thing, and even I put the Samsung 360. Nobody watched my videos on 360. They watch it like a 2D version, better than 360. Like I believe like the people like I got to the AR VR thing the first place after playing with this PlayStation AR like 5 days, and then I throw it away. It's still like the glass. Maybe
Yeah, no, it's still early. It's still early. So some of this technology, VR is still early. AR, we're touching the top, but there's so much more that's going to come with AR. But these are technologies. What I try to show you is the trends. Don't make that mistake like QB. Start thinking of multi-camera viewpoints with not expensive equipment. Because the moment you have expensive equipment, you can run a business anymore. So
just one question.
yeah, go
What about TikTok versus Twitch? Twitch.
for it.
It's like Twitch is everything like you content distribution, play and monetization, everything for esports and all kind of garbage right now, like TikTok. But it's like TikTok is still
They're winning, but they're
Again,
both winning, right? They're both winning. But Twitch is seen more as an esports platform, even though it's evolving. And while TikTok is a platform for everybody. So they're both winning though. They're both winning. Both.
Most of what you talked about today was in the fan experience.
Yeah.
I'm just curious from your journey, where do you see athletes going? So athlete care, athlete this, athlete performance.
So we work with a lot of content creators that are creating content creation platform for athletes. Athletes, after we show Maradona at the beginning, they're influencers, they're a brand. They need to go direct to consumer. They're starting to think that way. They're starting to get together with other ones and say, we are me. We have followers. Now we can make our own podcast. Now, what don't they know? They don't know the equipment. It's too expensive. They're not going to hire a crew of people to become another NBC, but because of the lower cost of production, we're going to start seeing more and more athletes go direct to consumer and start to become a TV channel. Maybe on Instagram, maybe on TikTok, maybe on YouTube, maybe on Twitch. But at some point, they also want to be their own app. Who knows Seaback? You guys know the comedian Seaback? Right? So as soon as COVID hit, Seaback called me. Seaback is really big in tech. Every tech show, he shows up, right? So he calls me up and says, Joe, I can't do events anymore because nobody's going to go. There's a COVID. I need to go direct to consumer. Then I was like, that's exactly why. He's got followers, he's got content, and he can move a crowd. And the question is how do you monetize? There are different ways of monetization to go about. But anyway, athletes are going to go direct to consumer. The bigger they are, that's why they're starting to grow on social as well. You see more and more athletes becoming brands on social. Somebody's going to pay them. And at some point, maybe they're not having the idea of let me create a network. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's going to change this game as well. Right.
you see the NFT technology playing a role in all this?
NFT is fantastic. It's still early. Athletes are loving it. Sports team are loving it. So yeah, that's also amazing, right? We have to see how it's going to be used and how more it's going to evolve. But NFT, we have customers that say, we want to create a platform where people don't pay with money, but they pay with crypto. That's interesting too, right? Why not? And those questions are coming from who? Esports. So the ones that are more advanced in digital are thinking outside the box. And outside the box many times wins. You know, so yeah, absolutely. NFT, crypto is next. Question, Bertrand. Yeah, so it's interesting. A few months ago, somebody came to us and said, hey, you're collecting data. By the way, the data that we collect, we ask the user, are we allowed to collect this data? If the user says yes to collect it. But as a company, we decided never to get into the business of sharing data, or for us, every single platform that we create, that data belongs to our customer. So we never get involved with it. I don't see us getting involved in something like that, because it could be, yes, a big revenue stream for the company, but it's a privacy issue there that we just want to get involved with that. So on that topic, we decided to stay away from sharing data and keeping it as private as possible. So, yeah, there is, but it's what you want to do. You know, it's how you want to be perceived in the community as well, in the ecosystem that we're in. But yeah, there is different ways that we can cover that. What was that? Oh yeah, no. For that, absolutely. So a lot of the information that I've shown here is years of looking at the journey of our customers, what they've been doing, where they're going right now. And what I think it gives a lot more credibility, and hopefully investing credibility in this presentation is, these are real case scenarios. This is real stuff that is happening. You know, I'm not getting paid by Nicki to do this, but it's real data, and the data is coming from the experience that we've had in these years working with content providers. One more question. Go ahead.
So I want to talk about monetization. So when you talk about collecting data, and you're really coming up into a market where you're competing against broadcast rights or broadcast or networks that are creating their own or equal to strategic partners with competitors. When you're collecting your data, are you collecting sponsorship data to use as a selling point by adding the inventory that they never had before?
Yeah, as well. The data, again, the data that we collect is the data that the end user is giving to us. But with that data, we can run different types of campaign. If our customers allows us, we run programmatic advertising campaign, for example. So we take the data, we compare it to what the demand partners are asking in terms of advertisement, and then we share the revenue together with our customers if they want us to run this type of campaigns, just for programmatic advertisement campaigns that are 100% based on data. Yeah, so you can use that as long as you have permission from the customers, you can use that to run very, very effective advertising. And the technology that you saw, the split screen, we have a patent pending technology on mobile for that style of technology. So we've decided to get away from pre-roll or mid-roll and just create a new technology that allows the video experience to last much longer than just regular pre-roll.
What was your head-to-head against Boston College?
What was it? Yeah,
What was your head-to-head record against Boston College?
You know, Boston College,
Remember?
I don't remember. I know one thing, we're ranked number 2 in the nation. So that's pretty good. And Boston College was on the first.
Do you still have this feed? Do they still have some?
Yeah, they used to as a team. Yeah, Division 1 soccer. Well, listen, thank you very much. A lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gio. All that sounds awesome, but I'm almost scared to like tell my husband about any of the new stuff because then I'm gonna be watching more. So, are you able to pull up the slides, our slides? So, a couple questions for everybody. So, who in here likes soccer? Well, I already know you like Martha, I got that. Anybody in here like startup companies?
Yes.
Yay. Anybody like beer? Or shopping? Cool, so we're gonna have somebody come up and speak in just a moment to tell you about something really cool that's gonna include all of that. So we're gonna talk about the Magic City Cup. Is anybody in here familiar with that already?
Yep.
Few hands, okay, so for the folks that don't know, I'm gonna invite Reese to come up, organizer of Magic City Cup for us. And we put him on the spot, he didn't know he was doing this an hour ago, so.
Hey guys, how everybody doing? Good? Okay, sweet, awesome. So real quick, before we get started, I know a lot of people around, so thank you so much to Monica, Maria, Chris, for this, Techno South Florida, Bozo, Ryan, and also Gio, where you at? Great job today. So basically, we have the Magic City Cup coming up. So quick question to start everybody off, icebreaker, where are you from?
Today, Cold Springs.
What's your background? Where are you from?
Born South.
India. All right, Chad, where are you from?
Columbia.
Colombia. Where you from, Ray?
We got more Colombians.
A lot of Colombians. All right, Chad, where you from? Boston, that's America. Where you from?
Orlando.
Orlando, America. Do we have any international people here?
Yeah.
A lot. Okay, where are you from? Turkey, Panama, Costa Rica, Chile, Trinidad. Oh, I like Trinidad today. Wait a minute. There you go. You from Barcelona? Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So basically, in 2018, I went to the World Cup, and what is that? Let's go. I love it. He's a smart man, that's all. I'm kidding. So in 2018, I went to the World Cup, and I attended the whole first round, saw all the Argentinian games, and basically being out there, we saw the community that was out there, we saw every country there, we saw everybody coming together and just trying to celebrate it. Now Miami, at a standpoint, isn't really collaborative. I grew up here, I'm from Jamaica originally, and basically I want to kind of break that trend. So in 2019, we had our first Magic City Cup. Now the baseline of the soccer tournament, imagine like a World Cup for the city. We got music, we got food, we got vendors. 2020, unfortunately, COVID. And then 2021, we were able to capitalize on everything going on, right? So I met Monica, with Monica here, and basically she's involved in the tech. So she said, she came to me, she basically said, hey, look, we should add tech into the whole construct, which we ended up doing. So think about Coachella, the music aspect. We have the World Cup, the soccer aspect. We have the South Florida, the tech hub community together, and basically want to like break those barriers and allow for networking to happen, allow for new relations to happen, and also allow for community growth to happen. So that's like the premise of the Magic City Cup. So we're having a sports and tech panel discussion with innovation leaders, with Mayor Flores, the technology options from the Dolphins, the Heat, and the Marlins, as well as one of the NFL stars as well. And basically, we held a panel discussion with these guys about how sports tech is changing the industry. And we're also holding the startup, the pitch, which will be announcing today, after that as well. So we want to invite all you guys out to it. It's going to be a good time. We got beer from Villa Sur. Shout out to them. They're the best beer in Miami, by the way. We have some Barcelona fans going to be coming out there. A lot of soccer, a lot of technology, and there's a lot of community and network and development from there. So you're more welcome to come. We'll give you guys some flyers today. I think we already have some. Who did that? Monica? She's on holiday. And yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, all right, so now where's Chris? There you go, there he is. All right, so Chris, I'm gonna allow you to introduce yourself from the Ship Society. He's gonna talk a little bit about the pitch competition for the startups.
Sounds good. How's everybody doing? My name is Chris Daniels. I'm the founder of the Shrimp Society. Some people might have heard of the Shrimp Society. Some people might be like, why is it called the Shrimp? What's going on with that? I get that a lot. But essentially, the Shrimp Society is Miami's early stage founder community. So we focus specifically on helping founders connect with other early stage founders. I've been in the Miami tech scene for like 8 years now, tried multiple startups, and was always looking for other like founders that were in the trenches, right? There were a lot of very successful founders that had great wisdom, but not tactical advice. And I wanted to build that community of other founders. So we launched officially in February and been growing like crazy. We also have, at our core is that private community of founders. And then around that, we have a publication for the weekly newsletter. That's a lot of fun. We cover the tech stories, the news, the events, everything. There's kind of like a morning brew style to it. And then we have general community events. So we've done Beach Happy Hour. We just did a panel with other founders. And everything we do is to support the founder ecosystem. So that's what we're all about. And we're super excited to get involved with Magic City Hub. Monica again hooked us up and brought us up. And I was like, yes, we have to do this 100%. And obviously everyone here knows what's been going on with the mining tech ecosystem. And we thought, what better way to tie in culture, tech, competition, sports, all of that, than with the pitch competition. So we're doing the pitch on the pitch competition. It's Saturday at 5 p.m., right? 4 p.m., 6 p.m. Come there at 4. It'll be sometime between 4 to 6. We're gonna have a huge section of other tech people. We just ordered some shrimp setting flags. We got the fans going around. We're also having a shrimp team, so you can watch us lose or win. I'm not really sure. We have our first practice next week, so we'll see. And what's awesome is that we have some incredible judges as well. Mayor Suarez is going to be judging. This is like totally Shark Tank style pitch competition, 5-minute pitch with a 5-minute QA. We have Melissa Krinsman from Philly on Ventures, Derek Ransel from Fuel BC, like two, kind of cornerstone VCs of the community. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we also have Wheelhouse, Amber from Wheelhouse, who's gonna be our prize awarder. So do you want to introduce Wheelhouse and explain what's going on there?
What's up, everyone? My name is Amber Rodriguez. I am a partner and creative director at wheelhouse.io. We are a sports brand, media and consumer goods branding agency and private equity firm, Miami-based. We've been here since 2012 for quite a long time. And so one of the things that when we heard about this event, we spoke with Monica, we spoke with Reese, and we're like, how can we be involved? And so what we did was we just said, why don't we, for whoever is the prize winner for this pitch, why don't we give away 2 hours of a brand strategy session for whoever wins? And obviously we feel that that is a big opportunity for whoever wins, because obviously, having a great brand and a brand strategy makes you, separates you from their competition. So we feel like we can be a part of that. And obviously, again, thanks for the opportunity. Thanks.
So that, Amber is too humble to say, but that package is worth $15,000 to $50,000. So that's the value that these startups are going to get by winning. So I think we should go ahead and announce the participants. We had, I think, 25 applicants, which is crazy to think there's that many sports tech and fitness tech startups in Miami. We selected this awesome group that's on their way. So the first one is FitPhones. FitPhones, founded by Alex Cantwell. I don't think he's here. I think he's traveling right now. But Alex is a Shrimp Society member, and FitPhones is an awesome wearable headband that has music built in with the vibrations of, I don't even know how it works, but basically you hear music through vibrations and it syncs up with the cadence of your running. So they've been working with like NCAA track athletes, long endurance training, ultra marathoners and things like that. So it's a really cool product. I'm on the beta list. Haven't tried it yet, but I'll let you know. Next one, Gemini Sports Analytics. Awesome. So founded by Jake Schuster. Jake, are you here? Awesome. Do you want to introduce it? Because I think you probably know more about it than I do.
Yeah, sure. We're building an AI platform to sit inside the existing athlete data and help sports teams win more games.
Awesome. I love it. Are you going to be doing any interaction with the athletes there?
No, it's all working directly with teams. So helping them use the data, their athlete data, biometrics, medical, sports analytics, all that.
Awesome. Love it. That's going to be awesome. Thank you. Next, we have TicketRev. Awesome. So TicketRev is the first reverse marketplace for event tickets, founded by Jason Shapsky. Jason, you here? You want to explain that a little bit more?
Yeah. So our mission with TicketRev is to make it easier to buy and resell event tickets Howard and Myers counts. So bands like yourself are events. Price that enables it to increase our.
Awesome, love that dedication. Someone who's trying to sell my Ultra ticket on Facebook groups, like I cannot wait to jump on their platform, so excited for that. Next up, we have Gemini. Gemini is an advanced computer vision fitness platform. They're doing an interaction in the back room actually, and that's founded by Doran Sherman. Doran, are you here? Awesome. Doran, you want to speak a little bit about Gemini?
Just come to the room and see the live demo.
Amazing. So everybody making their way back there, get a demo, check it out. Thank you, Doran. Gemini, we have one more. Spectral, awesome. So Spectral is founded by Carlos and Jacob from Society members. They're developing compression clothing with woven sensors to track, organize, and manage your athletes' bodies, reduce injuries. Carlos, are you here? Or Jacob, you want to say a little bit more about it?
Yeah, so it's like Under Armour, where the fabric itself are sensors, it's personalized to the athlete. Paired with a collaboration app to help teams really understand their athletes' bodies. It's a single source of truth around all the stakeholders in the enterprise. It's like thermal clothing.
Super advanced stuff. We're excited to have them. I'm trying to get my hands on one for the soccer tournament, see if I can wear it. We'll see. Still working on that. But we're super excited about this. I think, thank you to Tech Up South Florida for putting this all together. Monica, you've been amazing putting this all together. Like Reese was saying, the whole weekend is just going to be a huge celebration of Miami's culture, tech, everything. It's going to be a giant party, and I think everyone should grab tickets. You can use code SoFlowTech,
right?
SoFlowTech, and get a discount on tickets. And I think we have an opportunity for discounted tickets now. Awesome.
Thanks so much, Chris. And congrats, everybody. Reese, we are doing free tickets. So everybody get ready, because as you can see by the hand symbols there, we are going to play rock, paper, scissors for some free tickets. So get ready. This is going to be intense. So hopefully you guys are practiced up. How many tickets are we giving away?
10 tickets.
All right. All right. So what we are going to do, we're going to start out. I'm going to have to keep track of this somehow. So we are going to start out by just look at the persons to the left of you. They're going to be the first person that you verse. And if there was no person to the left of you, then I guess you pick the other end. Okay. So what we're going to do, this is going to be on the honor system, because obviously there's no way for me to track who's winning and losing. So basically it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, so you have to go on shoot. Okay. It's going to be the best out of 3. So whoever you're versing, it's the best out of 3. And then you move on to the next person. So you basically just keep moving around the room until we've got 10 people left. I need help keeping track to make sure there's 10 teams left.
So we just do this.
Okay, so that's good. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, so that's good too. So once you guys verse somebody, if you lose, take a seat. Winners, put your hands up so you can find the next person to verse, okay? And again, make sure you're not versing in the same people. Other people should see. All right?
Everybody's getting up. Let's go.
All right, everybody's in on this one. All right, ready, set, go. All right, let's see, how many winners do we have left in the room right now? Winners, hands up. 1, 2, 3. What am I saying? 1, 2, 3 winners. Can I have all of the current winners come up front so far? Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's do this. I guess these are everybody get this chance. We're gonna keep going to the final winner, and then we'll give away a free individual membership to Tech Up. All right? So we're gonna keep going. So you guys are all winners. Y'all get a free ticket. Go to Magic City Hall. We're gonna keep going. We'll find our top winner, and then you guys will get an individual membership to Tech Up. Okay? Yep. 3 times for more links. Yep.
So how many?
Are we down to our final one? Final 3? Okay. And the other 6, you guys make sure to run them. Why don't you do 1 and then the other? There you go.
They're talking crap. I think they're talking about perfect. Just lose it.
All right, we're down to our final 1.
All right.
All right, congrats, we got our winner here. All right, thank you guys, everybody, for playing again. The 6 that were up here, you guys still have to take it. So congratulations. Everybody on the
We were originally
Star Island.
Okay.
I'm doing a documentary that's focused on the arts and NFT technology intersection.
Okay, cool.
She said, talk to Maria, maybe you guys can connect and bring that conversation to
For sure.
CIA.
About that,
I see you're busy now.
I don't, I'm like, yeah, but if you can grab it from the actual, yeah. Gabriel, can you grab my email? Awesome.
What is it?
Maria at CIC.com. Very straightforward.
Maria, have you been here for a long time at CAC?
Like 3 years. I used to do event production before then,
For who?
myself,
Okay,
but I worked with a lot of different.
maybe I used to have a company called Unconventional. That focused on interactive murals.
Conventional.
Yeah.
Did you ever do anything with Josh Blaze?
No.
I don't know.